COVID cases have risen by 48% in a week, with new hotspots emerging across the UK. Latest data shows that the worst affected areas are in Scotland, with North Island and Seir recording a rate of 2,252.8 cases per 100,000 people, 2.5 times the rating England's worst hotspot. In the past 7 days, 444,201 people have tested positive for the virus, a rise of more than 144,000 compared to the previous week. Nearly 12,000 people are in hospital with COVID across the UK, although NHS trusts say more than half in England are being treated primarily for something. Somerset West and Taunton is the local authority area with the highest infection rate in England, followed by Hastings and Worthing. How bad is in your area? Scroll down to see the hotspots and have your say in the comments section. The UK's worst COVID hotspots are in Scotland. Latest data shows. Image, coronavirus.data.gov. Wales has the lowest infection rate of all regions in the UK. Image, coronavirus.data.gov. Infection rates are massively higher in Scotland than any other region, with nearly 1,400 cases per 100,000 people. This compares to 839.9 in Northern Ireland, 692.6 in the South West, 450.1 in London and 253.9 in Wales. Latest Department of Health figures show that in the past week 726 people have died within 28 days of a positive COVID test, 15 more than the previous. A total of 239 people were in ventilator beds in hospitals in England on March 14, unchanged from the previous week and well below the 797 recorded at the peak of the Omicron wave, and the 3,736 at the second wave peak in January 2021. More than half of all COVID-19 patients in hospital trusts in England are being treated primarily for something else, up from a quarter in autumn 2021. The number of people in hospital with COVID has risen. Image, Getty Images. Most read. Model who called Putin a psychopath found dead in suitcase as boyfriend confesses. I make £50,000 selling used tights. I don't care what people think, it pays my bills. Kate Middleton's act of inconvenience towards Camilla is telling insight, says expert. Case rates in each region. Scotland 1,378.3 cases per 100,000 people. Northern Ireland 839.9 cases per 100,000 people. South West 692.6 cases per 100,000 people. Southeast 660.3 cases per 100,000 people. East of England 628.5 cases per 100,000 people. East Midlands 469.6 cases per 100,000 people. London 450.1 cases per 100,000 people. North West 398.3 cases per 100,000 people. West Midlands 365.1 cases per 100,000 people. Yorkshire and the Humber 354.5 cases per 100,000 people. Northeast 327.2 cases per 100,000 people. Wales 253.9 cases per 100,000 people. The UK's 10 worst COVID hotspots are all in Scotland. North Island and Seir 2,252.8 cases per 100,000 people. Orkney Islands 2,013.4 cases per 100,000 people. East Ayrshire 1,890.6 cases per 100,000 people. North Ayrshire 1,827.9 cases per 100,000 people. Falkirk 1,720.9 cases per 100,000 people. East Dunbartonshire 1,709.4 cases per 100,000 people. Clackmannanshire 1,706 cases per 100,000 people. West Dunbartonshire 1,630.1 cases per 100,000 people. South Lanarkshire 1,618.4 cases per 100,000 people. Highland 1,618.3 cases per 100,000 people. Infections are rising fast, Department of Health data shows. Image, AFP via Getty Images. Don't miss. Vladimir Putin's ally gives chilling warning to Finnish enemies in Ukraine. Model who called Putin a psychopath found dead in suitcase as boyfriend confesses. Camilla pulls out of event as she can't get shot of COVID side effects 3 weeks on. Kate Middleton's act of inconvenience towards Camilla is telling insight, says expert. England's 10 worst COVID hotspots. Somerset West and Taunton 913.6 cases per 100,000 people. Hastings 907.6 cases per 100,000 people. Worthing 897.7 cases per 100,000 people. Waverley 870 cases per 100,000 people. East Cambridgeshire 860.6 cases per 100,000 people. South Cambridgeshire 850.2 cases per 100,000 people. North Somerset 839.6 cases per 100,000 people. Cheltenham 823 cases per 100,000 people. Horsham 818.7 cases per 100,000 people. Cambridge 814.8 cases per 100,000 people. Earlier today, the government announced that all remaining coronavirus travel measures, including passenger locator forms, will end on Friday in a move to make foreign holidays easier even as coronavirus cases rise in the UK. Transport Secretary Grant Shapps said on Monday that the changes, which also include the requirement for unvaccinated people to be tested for COVID-19 before entering the UK, will mean greater freedom in time for Easter. After a meeting with senior ministers, he said the measures will end for travel to the UK from 4 a.m. on Friday under the government's plans for living with. As airlines welcomed the announcement, Health Secretary Sajid Javid insisted the government would continue to monitor and track new variants. As we learn to live with COVID, we're taking further steps to open up international travel once again ahead of the Easter holidays, he said. We will continue monitoring and tracking potential new variants, and keep a reserve of measures which can be rapidly deployed if needed to keep us safe. We can remove these final restrictions thanks to the incredible success of our vaccination program, which has seen more than 8 out of 10 adults across the UK. Read more. 3 British ex-Special Forces troops feared dead in Russian attack near Polish border. Read more. Russia had insiders among foreign fighters on Ukraine base where 3 Brits feared killed.